Thank you for helping me heal myself.
That's Aiden. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay, we're just getting set up here. Sorry if the mic's making funny noises, but we'll get this. All right. Welcome to Creative Companions. I'm Kim. Katie, you want to check the focus for me? Katie Mays here, our creative companion, and my lovely assistant. Get comfy where you are. This is my comfy spot, as you see. I'm most comfortable surrounded by my art. I feel like I look a little out of focus. So if you go look in the camera, you will put your finger on the button. Look at the screen. Can you see the screen? Okay, so put your finger on that button, and then a box will appear in the middle. See that? Just lightly hold it and it'll focus, and then that box will turn green, and then it might take a picture. Okay, it's green. So
it's white now.
Okay, so, and it was on me, the box.
It's like over your shoulder right there.
Do I look in focus? Here, put me in the box. Bear with us, folks at home. It's good if it took a picture too, because then I'll have that. All right, so it's got me froze for a minute. Make sure it comes back on correctly, and here we go. All right. Yay! We're learning new stuff all the time. So on the computer then, if you want to click off that one box and scroll down, you'll be able to see the comments, or do whatever you need to do to see the comments. So it's 11 o'clock. I'm Kim. I'm glad you're here. I'm your creative guide. I just wanted to say once again that I'm not like saying I know anything at all. We're just exploring stuff together. I don't aim to be a guru. I believe we're each our own guru. So it's my intention to help you get in touch with that part of you that knows that it knows. And I have a part of me that knows that it knows, but it knows that it knows for me. I don't know what anybody else should do. And I don't want to try to tell anybody what to do. That's the other thing. I'm not here to go, hey, do it like I do it. I'm just here to say, I've had some serious problems with my mental health, folks. And I've worked really hard to find things that feel good. And it helps me to have a self-care routine that, if you're with me for long, it includes journaling and sketching and working with some kind of book. I like to have some kind of thing that I'm reading, and it's fun for me. And with Katie's help, I learned that it's helpful for me even more to have a group of people that we explore ideas together. So we're wrapping up this book, You Can Heal Your Life, right now. So whether you've been with us the whole book, or you just got here, it's fine. We're going to be talking about the body. I am healthy, whole, and complete is our affirmation overall for today. I'm happy to say my daughter Aubrey's here. Watch Aiden's head with baby Aiden. So you might hear him a little bit. Maybe he'll come on camera at some point. They're just getting settled in, and I recommend you get settled in. So if you were here last week, we did this painting with star pose. Katie, can I show yours too?
Okay.
Here's mine, and here's Katie Mays. Look, we're friends. Just flying through the universe together. I love it. I love it. We'll have to take their picture together. So if you did one of these last week, bring that, and bring some markers, like fine point markers would be great. And we can do some more on there. If you weren't here and didn't do that last week, just bring, as we always do, a cardboard to use for your canvas, or something totally different. I'm going to recommend using markers because some of what we're going to do is writing. But I had also grabbed just a yellow file folder and cut it up and thought, oh, we could do one side of it and it could become a card. It opens already, so grab something different if you want to. That's what our creative projects are about, is just, we're not here to create a masterpiece today. We're here to have fun and to create something that we didn't know we were going to create. Like, we have a blank canvas in front of us, and I'm going to give you some some starting points and ideas, and then at the end of the hour, like, ta-da. You see what you did. Woohoo. So it's about that, that's self-care too, doing something every day that you feel good about, and then these pieces of art, like I have so many, and we talked about that last week. I have so many cardboards that I did art on with y'all, and I can put those around where I can see them, and I have. And if I didn't show up for my self-care routines, I wouldn't have those. And we sign them and date them so then we can go, hey, man, like a year ago I said, what? Opportunities are everywhere. Remember that? And maybe you go, remember that when I was feeling bad, I came anyway. And by the end of the hour, because I showed up and did the thing, I had something I was proud of, and guess what? I felt better. I just felt a little better. So that's what it's about, and that's what Creative Companions is about. We only have now. We only have this moment, so let's enjoy this now together. So we meditate always at the beginning, once we've gathered our things and everything. Do you want to bring him here a minute and let me show him off while he's not crying? No sound? Wait, let me make sure everything's on over here. Is that what people are saying? They can't hear me?
Just one person.
What's everyone else think? Can you hear me? When I checked the mic, it was working. Let me try to reposition it. I think so.
It looks like it's working.
Okay, so it's working. Do you want to bring Aiden over so I can show him off? Just watch the camera. So this is my little buddy. This is my grandson, Aiden. And what, oh yes, one of my meditations every morning is just watching his little face and helping him make sure he doesn't slug him. Yeah. And the one thing we're always learning about in Creative Companions is being here now. And babies are. They're only here present in the moment. And just be there with them. Yeah. Our goal in life in this house right now is to make sure that Aiden is warm and comfortable at all times and feeling good. Yeah. Looks like he's tired right now. He's yawning. Yeah. We love him so much. We love him so much, don't we? He's such a nice boy. He's a itty bitty blissful boy. Yeah. So he's going to hang out with us. Katie probably wants to squeeze on you some today. I betcha. Yeah. Little squishy. I'm going to give you back to your mom. Do.
Oh no, don't cry.
Watch your step, Okay. So we always begin with meditation. And because this chapter is about the body and about being comfortable in the body and ridding ourselves of dis-ease, this meditation is going to be, I made some notes, there they are, to be in our bodies. So we're going to get comfortable in our seat, put our things aside. We've gathered our things. We're ready for our hour together. We can let all the morning go and just sit down. Take a deep breath. We always start there. I'm going to take my glasses off. Aubrey, if you need to stand, if you need to keep your eyes open, but focus on your breath. Just deep breath in. Long breath out. Just relaxing in the now. And reminding ourselves that as we meditate, the sounds around us just make us relax more. They don't irritate us. We just let them go. Same with the thoughts that come. We don't hang on to them. We just let them go. We don't let irritation rise. We just focus on the breath. Unlocking any areas of the body that you might have crossed. It's okay to be in lotus, I'm going to uncross my ankles though, feet on the floor, palms relaxed, open. Deep breath in, thinking of our body now. Just checking in. How's it feel to be in there today? Just keep elongating your breath. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so and come to a place of stillness. And scanning, starting with your feet, going up. How does it feel? Wiggle where you need to until you're so comfortable, just like Aiden. Until you're so warm and comfortable in your seat, just breathing. When the sounds around you make you relax more, just breathing. And feel your heart beating in there, so warm and comfortable. This is where you live. It's a good place. Rock back and forth if that feels good to you. I'm going to ignore the bing on my phone right now. Breathing in and out. Just being in your body. Just relax and breathe in and out. Be warm and comfortable where you are. Let your mind be warm and comfortable too. A few more really deep breaths, relax in your spot. Relax in your spot. You're only where you are. You're never where you're not. Keep your mind here too. Relax in your spot and open your eyes. Recognize your spot. I'm thankful for your spot, the space that you take up. I'm thankful for your body. It's carried you this whole way. And it's a grateful day. Yay. So here we are in our bodies. It's a good place to be. Size or the shape of them doesn't matter. They've carried you about. That's something to be grateful for. They've got you here. You can let your body just relax now. Let your mind stay relaxed too. Continue to allow the sounds around you to help you relax more. Listen to the sound of your breath coming in and out. It's refreshing. So, Louise Hay, chapter 15, The List. I am healthy, whole, and complete. I am healthy, whole, and complete. So I am going to start a new piece of art as well as work on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and grab your canvas. I just grabbed 5 colors of the rainbow to use for this. And we learned last week that one of the things that Louise always did daily was just put herself in a meditative state and sit in receptive mode with arms open, or even standing in star pose. So try that. Just stretch your arms nice and wide, your fingers nice and wide. It hurts my shoulder a little, so I'm going to let my shoulders drop down a little bit so that doesn't hurt anymore. It shouldn't hurt. Just relax with your arms open and breathe in and out. You can just think, I'm open. Hello world, I'm open. Ta-da! Be the beautiful star that you are. So remember, in the shape of you, in that star pose, with your arms up, that's where we started this painting after doing the background. Since we're working with markers, we're going to let the yellow be our background or the cardboard be our background. And I'm just going to grab my lightest color marker first to indicate myself in star pose, which I'm going to do. I'll try to do this so you can see. Arms as wide as I can make them. Then we have a torso, and then legs as wide as I can make them. So that's like my skeleton. I don't know, you probably can't see that at all, but it's kind of an X. Put a little line for the neck, and then we'll just make a small oval quickness for the head. Katie, do you want to try zooming in with the camera? So it's the ring closest to the camera, and just zoom it in, and I'll try to help keep this in the right spot. We're doing it. Learn a new step. Is it in focus now? If not, touch that button. I see it trying to focus. There. No? What if I pull it back a little? Wait, let me get it in the middle. There. I hear it beeping. So it should be in focus now. See my little stick person, everybody? So make a stick person. Those are your bones. And then thinking of our bodies as a container for us and our bones and all our organs. We know what our container looks like, right? So we can put some meat on our bones. I'm going to use those bones, though, as the outside edge of my container so that I don't leave bones in the middle. Does that make sense? So I'm going to say that's my hand, and I'm going to come down with my arm, comes down, and then I have boobs and a waist and hips and a leg. And then do the same on the other side, which after I do this, Katie, you might want to zoom in for them again at home. And we did this kind of last week, and Katie got a little confused. No, you got confused on the face, which I'm not even going to do that right now. So look, it's just a really like rough, like this is the shape of me. This is the shape of Kimmy Sue, right? Now, while we talk here, at first, I just want you to use all the colors and decorate the outside of your shape. Leave the inside of your container empty. Yes, that's it. And give yourself an oval head. Here, and then give me yours, and we'll show both of them so people get an idea. So, Katie May and me. And she's going to zoom in for us again. Look at us getting all fancy. I love it. Very good. In focus. There it is. Boom, there it is. It'll come back.
Oh, yeah.
It freezes for a second, and then it comes back. Right? Yes. So now I'm moving again. All right, so y'all see that? So now, like, thinking about you, just think about, I grabbed 5 markers, and I'm going to use all the colors now. So, now, if you're going to work on this one that you did last week, you could just start putting decorations on there. Eventually, we're going to get to affirmations and writing some words on there, but that's going to take a minute to get to that part. So for now, just think of it as keep your hand moving. Again, leaving the container empty and working on the outside.
Oh,
You see?
yeah.
So, because we're going to write our affirmations inside the container. I'll
Okay.
tell you that much. So you want to leave it blank in there. And you can add facial features if you want to. You don't have to. I can show you how in a minute. I'm just going to grab a contrasting colors. You might just start making dots that go around your silhouette. Let's call it that. You know? And just see what happens, repeating shapes. So that's what I am doing. I'm just going to make dots, dots, dots that go around the outside of my shape for now. Which is what I had kind of ended with on this one, making like light colored star shapes at the edge of the silhouette. You know, so if you're working with your painting, you could make just some different shapes, add some different colors with your markers, but just make little shapes that keep your hands moving. And there's a lot of, I have a lot of area here to cover. And again, the creative projects that we do are just to relax your mind more. You don't think about it, you just do it. I'm just making dot, the dot, the dot, the dot, and listening to the sound of my own voice. And I appreciate y'all listening to me. Oh, the baby when you sleep, you're cute. And the way we talk to a baby, you know, it's okay to talk to ourselves that way too. There's a little baby self in there that still needs nurturing, that needs remothered all the time, like, oh, little one. It's okay, you know? Same thing. You can rock your little self. You know, make yourself cozy, comfy. It's okay. A whole day of self-care is a great idea if you ask me. And I do this, like what I have here a lot. I put down my blankie. I got my coffee. I got my markers. I got all the books I could possibly want. You know, it's all within reach. And if anybody needs me, they know where I am. I'm on my blankie. You know, you can make a blankie fort and sit in there for creative companions sometime, you know. You're in your own space. Did you remember that you're in your body right now? Take a breath. Does it still feel good there? If not, if your leg's going to sleep, move it. You're not it, but you're responsible for it. And how you feel in it is up to you and what you do with it. So this chapter of the book gives us a list of man, she's very thorough.
Yes.
With all the possible body malfunctions and possible dis-ease that could occur in this human body that we are wearing. And I'm not going to go over that list for each and every one of you right now, but if you did want to comment, like I looked up this morning, just for an example, like I'm just going to read. She has on here asthma, back problems, upper, middle, lower, bad breath, balance, baldness, bedwetting, belching, birth defects, blackheads, polio. I'm just, you know, like it's all on here. So my hips were hurting when I got up this morning. So I looked up hip problems. So first it gives you the problem or the dis-ease that is occurring. You find that, and they're in alphabetical order, easy to find. All right. And then it gives you what that might be indicating as the real issue. And it says, for hips, carries the body in perfect balance, major thrust in moving forward. So if you are having hip problems, there's fear of going forward and in making major decisions.
Whoop, there it is.
Whoop, there it is. Look at yourself, Kimmy. Oop, oop, oop. So then she gives you affirmations that could counteract that thought pattern. And so fear of going forward and fear of making major decisions. And the affirmations then are there's two. Hip, hip, hooray. There's joy in every day. Hip, hip, hooray. I like that. That works for me. It's yellow. And I am in perfect balance. I move forward in life with ease and with joy at every age. Ooh, she even addressed the fact that I feel a little old. Slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong, boo-rattly moments everywhere, right? So yeah, so look up the thing that ails you. My other issue that I have on the regular can be skin problems. So let's see, skin. Skin protects our individuality. Skin problems are anxiety, fear, old buried guck. I am being threatened. The feeling that I am being threatened. Again, right on. So the affirmation is, I feel safe to be me. I lovingly protect myself with thoughts of joy and peace. And I've been writing that one for some time. And my skin is healing up, I'm happy to say. The past is forgiven and forgotten. I'm free in this moment. I'm free in this moment. So with this piece of art, what I encourage, what we're going to do is decorate it very colorful, the beautiful, beautiful you with all the colors around you using your markers. And then whatever you've been working with in your body. We're talking about our bodies this week. So, Katie, do you want me to look up anything, or would you like to use the book privately?
I was also having lower back.
Lower back. So let's go back to back. And you all at home, Katie, if you could check comments for me and see if anybody wants me to look up anything. So lower back. Ooh. Fear of money.
What the hell?
Lack of financial support. That's your thought. You feel like you have a lack of financial support. Here's the affirmation. And you'll write this affirmation inside the container of your body as many times as you can fit it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
So you might want to write it down on that cardboard first.
Okay.
Or look at the book. I trust the process of life.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when you're ready for the next part.
Okay.
All I need is always taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
I am safe. I am safe is a huge one. If someone says to me, you're safe, I'm like, I don't know how you said that, but thank you. That's always what I say. I don't know why you said it, but thank you. Because feeling safe is so important, and realizing that we often don't is important too. Mm-hmm. You know? But we're always safe in this moment, in this moment, in this moment. And if we're not, there is that higher self that knows that it knows what to do. Okay, so there you go. So we look up whatever it is that is irritating our body, and we find the affirmation for it, and we'll write that. Write it as many times as you can in your container during this hour while we talk. And then continue to decorate as well. I'm going to look up my affirmation again for hips. So that I can write it in here. I mean, there's everything on here. Heartburn, gray hair. Now, what if you don't think it's an issue? Then it's not, is it?
Right.
Like, I totally accept my gray hair. I don't accept dis-ease in my body. I don't accept discomfort in my body. So I am going to want to look for the source of that and then find the position to make it not so.
Yeah.
You know, I'm flexible. I can bend myself however I need to grow. What am I looking up? Hips. See, I even forgot they hurt. How about that? And actually they don't right now. So maybe I better go back to skin. Let's go back to skin. I feel safe to be me. That's so simple. So I'm just going to... And also, you can take your time with yourself. And with this art, you could write, I feel, as slow as you want to. Safe, as big as you want to, that word. You can make bubble letters, however you do. I feel safe to be me. Dun, 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 exclamation point and a smiley face. So yeah, write your affirmation over and over and fill that container that is you. I feel safe. Because as you're writing it, you're seeing it appear magically on the page. That's really a cool thing about handwriting and art of any kind. It's kind of magical. As you think the word, it appears out your hand. Wow. You don't have to tell your hand how to write the word. It knows. It knows lots of ways too. That's really cool too. I'm going to make a face. If you want to zoom in again, Katie, if you could take a second, because whether you're doing a painting or doing with your markers right now, you might want to add a face to this oval. And I've found a really simple way to make like that relaxed, closed-eyed face that can turn into open eyes if you want it to. But I'm going to show you that. So come on in. And then if you would, just make sure that's in focus. Peekaboo, I see you. Oopsie daisy, it's okay. Oh, webcam utility, it says it went off.
I messed up.
So there's an on-off switch over there.
Yes.
Turn it off and back on, and it should come back on. Now you might have to push the shutter button again.
This one?
Yeah. Is it back on? Let me see if it comes back on the on the thing.
Yeah, it's
No.
I be twitching. I might have did something when I did this.
Okay, let me get.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. This is how we learn new stuff. You know, they'll bear with us or not. Yeah, sometimes it does that. Press. There it goes. There you go. Is it back on there? Not yet. Oh, press this. Oh, press this button. So it's the camera button here that you press to activate the video mode. So it should be back on now.
Yeah.
Not yet. If I do that. No?
Let me refresh the screen.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. This is take 2. We had a little technical difficulties. This is chapter 15 of You Can Heal Your Life. We are working on our body as a container that holds us and finding out how to feel good in here. We know that the answer is always loving ourselves more and more and more. And so because we love ourselves, we want to find ways to feel better. And Louise has a list here in chapter 15 that you can look up whatever dis-ease you're having, like seasickness or scoliosis or sinus problems or skin disorders or whatever. And she will tell you what negative experience that might be related to, and a new thought that you could use to counter that negative thought. So for me, it's a skin issue, and that is a threat to my individuality. And the affirmation simply is, it's safe to be me. So we're writing that in the container. Whatever our affirmation is for our ailment, we're writing in the container. Is anybody here? Or did you check your phone to make sure?
Oh, it's working.
It's working. Okay. I think we might have missed the part where I did the face.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we better do that again.
Okay.
So I'll make an oval and do it again if you want to zoom in again, because we're learning how to do it. And that's why it signed us off. So don't be careful not to touch that one camera button.
Yep.
And just use that to zoom in. Okay, so we're going to zoom in. So on your sketch so far, your art so far, you just might have an oval there for the head. And I'm going to show you how we can just make a serene, peaceful face. Eyes closed. You can turn this easily into eyes open as well. Okay, so we have the oval. We come down about halfway and we make closed eyes. Like that. And then we make that same shape above it, not touching it. Or you can arc them a little more, because these are the eyebrows. Ouch, it's hurt my arm the way I'm holding that. Let's try something different. So those are the eyebrows, see? Now I'm going to start at one of those eyebrows and go up the side of it to the top of the head and back down to the other eyebrow to make a circle. And that's like the third eye being wide open there, if you will. Now I'm going to come to the edge of one of the eyebrows again, and I'm going to continue that line down the middle of the face just a little ways and make a little loop, and that indicates the nose there. Now you can put, well, let's do it this way. I'm going to do the mouth a little different than I did last time. Last time I showed you the way where you draw a circle touching it, and a circle under it, and that kind of makes a heart shape. This way I do a little smile, just a little itty bitty smile right under the nose. Just a itty bitty smile. Then I touch the top of the smile, go this way a little, go that way a little. Now it's kind of like a stretched out M there. Then I make that smile again in the middle, under the other one, even smaller. Then I connect this line, that's the top lip. That's only the top lip now. Now we go like this. I make a bigger smile, connecting the endmost points. Whoops, I'm holding it too high again. And that's the bottom lip. You see how that happened? Now you can also You can also, make a smile line there. So you can do this. Makes a cheek. It touches the edge of the mouth and comes from the eye. It makes a cheek. And you want to do the same on the other side or similar. This side, mine's a little different because of how I did my nose. So I only have to make the bottom part of the line. I also like to, I'm going to color my lips in a little bit. They're bugging me. They're too light. So I just did zigzaggy line to color my lip in. I didn't make it solid, so it's just a little bit darker. You can also round out the cheeks up here by going from the eye line and round. And then from this line, you can make a new chin because that is a little too round for the chin. So you can make like a V there. And I like to put a little circle in the middle of the chin too. Now all this, like, what is all that now? Well, you can give her a neck. Don't worry about that other line. You'll make it into something else. Because I bet you have hair and ears. So the ears are right in line with the eyes. I just like to make that shape, pointy ears with round bottoms. You can pierce them, gauge them, whatever you do, So now you fancy her up or him up. And so I'm going to come back to this side. And we were making dots and using all these beautiful colors that we chose. So just continue doing that and filling it up with your affirmation. And until you get some hair on there, they always look a bit like aliens to me. I'm going to do like squiggly hair. Katie, you'll probably do squiggly hair, just make the squiggly line. You can pile it all up on top if you want to. Did that thing just click? It's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what your hair looks like too. So you can give it hair like yours. Oh, did you remember to breathe? And the baby's fussing, and we just take a deep breath. And we don't let it irritate us in any way. And, and that's another way to deal with others. Just live and let live. Let them be them over there. We take a deep breath. I don't know about you, but I don't like to be in a state of irritation. It irritates me. So we learn to just breathe and let things go. And telling ourselves that the sounds and the activities of others just helps us relax more, because there's this calm pool in here inside of me that is peaceful no matter what the chaos. I can stay in a state of peace. It's up to me. And I know how to stay in that state by taking deep breaths. Silencing my mind. Man, my friend Casey shared this great quote yesterday about I let that thought go before it could become an incessant drip or something like that. Ooh, that's good, because we hang on to, it's our thoughts about the things that happen, not the things that happen, that trip us up. If it's learning to accept what is. I feel safe to be me. I can handle myself in any situation. Just keep coming back to your affirmation into your body and your breath today. So, and keep your hand moving and use all the colors. Make that image of you there on that canvas as beautiful as you want to. That's what you get to do with your art, with your life, with your day. You make it as beautiful as you want to. You can take as long as you want to. Time isn't real anyway. It's all the same day, man. That's what Janis Joplin says. So yeah, take your precious time with you. Nobody deserves it more than you do. Your time, right? So Katie, thanks. We made it through that little technical difficulty with flying colors, I'd say. So I hope you have some new art you're working on at home. I have lots of things in progress myself, and I'm trying not to think too much, but rethinking everything, right? And just staying present in the now. So I have found that list there very, very useful, and I hope that you will too. And if you don't have the book and you want to contact me privately and say, hey Kim, look up this or that for me. I mean, there's warts on here, like everything, vertigo, everything. All right, we're going to take a pause here, and I'm going to read you a little meditation. So another meditative pause, focusing on your breathing. You can do that while you continue to art and continue to move your hand across the page. Just don't think about it. Just breathing and moving your hand, and now practicing the art of listening. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Right here, right now. I accept perfect health as the natural state of my being. I now consciously release any mental patterns within me that could express a dis-ease in any way. That's big. I flushed the toilet right then. That was perfect. I now consciously release any mental patterns within me that could express as dis-ease in any way. And then flush the toilet. That's good. I love and approve of myself. The noises around me help me relax more. I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of my body. You can laugh during meditation. See that? Everything can be meditation. As long as you're here now. That's what meditation is for me. I'm not meditating to escape anything. I'm not trying to escape myself anymore. I'm trying to stay here now. I am staying here now. There is no try. There's only do or do not. And right now I'm in the moment with you. And with Katie and Aubrey and Aiden over there. They slipped off to the other room where they could quietly do what they do. We're still meditating. Keep breathing. I haven't finished reading. I only went off on a tangent. I recognize my body as a wondrous and magnificent machine, and I feel privileged to live in it. Ooh, that's big, huh? I recognize my body as a wondrous and magnificent machine, and I feel privileged to live in it. I love lots of energy. I love lots of energy. All is well in my world. Right here, right now. All is well in my world. And then she gives you a little quick summary of body parts to look up and, hip problems. I let others be themselves, and I am free. Live and let live. Yes, I'll let you be you, and you let me be me, and I guess that makes my hips able to move more. That's true. Chapter 16, my story. We are all one, she says. So this is Louise's personal story. I encourage you each to write your own story. No, I really appreciate that Louise waited to the end of this book to tell you her trauma story. And it's her story. And we all have one. So I'm not really going to go over Louise's personal story right now. But I do encourage you to write your own. Because that is honoring you and what happened. And yep, it happened. It did. And it's a way of dealing with it all. Often the things that we are struggling with are the things that we have been putting off or that we shove down, and we don't talk about the parts of our story that maybe we're ashamed of. I suggest that you write them all down. I have. It took me 6 years, and when I try to read it, it makes me nauseous. So I haven't read it, and I don't need to revisit it. I did need to revisit it, and I did. But I don't, at least not right now. That was many years ago. As I just look at something I highlighted in the book, but that was many years ago. So it's no excuse for the way I'm treating myself now. Whatever happened, that was yesterday. There's no excuse for how I'm treating myself right now. Is it? Probably not. You can always choose to do what feels good to you. So you can beat the pillows or, whatever you need to do to banish that stuff. And have compassion for yourself. Junky thoughts accumulate and create toxic conditions in the mind. You take out the trash once in a while. weed the garden. Like, and then when you weed the garden and take out the trash, that leaves space. And we want to fill that space. I'd rather have silence. I'd rather have no thought at all. I don't need to have a bunch of positive, affirming thoughts. I just like to do my thing and have no thought at all and be loving awareness, like we learned from Ram Dass. I am loving awareness. That's it. I'm here in this body, being lovingly aware of the present moment. And the energy that I carry and the energy that I share with others. Yes, there it is. So junky thoughts accumulate and create toxic conditions in the mind. Dis-ease can be healed if we are willing to change the way we think and believe and therefore act. Yeah. You know, and then journal prompts. This is a good one. I learned so much from that experience. I came to value life in a new way. Right from there. What was that experience? You know, we've all had them. How swiftly our lives can change completely, and this is so. Just reading you just brief things from her story that could be anybody's story. Whatever I need to know is revealed to me. And whatever I need comes to me in the right order for me. This is my movie. I'm the main character. And I get what I ask for. And I get what I go for. And I get what I think about. What I think about expands as I take action. You know, people get tripped up, I think, on that idea and the word manifesting. They think, oh, that's just sitting around daydreaming. You don't ever get off your ass and do anything. Well, yes, you do. You got to get off your ass and do stuff. You know, experience stuff and do stuff. That's how you move towards it. You can't move towards it just sitting in the spot. Though sitting in the spot is necessary on the regular and doing your meditation and your visualization. That's how you get clear on what it is you want. You know? But you can only see as far as the headlights go, and that's all you need to see. You can't see, you know, you want to make that journey, but you can't see that end spot that you're going to. You can only see what's right in front of you, and you do the next right thing, knowing that you're moving towards it. Right? And that, yeah, you're getting there. So I hope you have, like, filled up your silhouette with your affirmation. I feel safe to be me. What was yours affirmation? Did you write the whole?
Trust the process of life. All I need is always taken care of. I'm safe.
I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Did you write it more than once?
I wrote it once.
One time?
Yeah.
I'm going to read you another thing, another meditation here. Louise Hay passed away since I started knowing about her and reading her work. And Creative Companions, we're all believing mirrors for one another. And Louise does a lot of mirror work where you're looking directly at yourself in the mirror and I love you so much. I love you so very much. And learning, the more we love ourselves, the better life gets, you know. When you love yourself, you can love others more freely. And it's a vague concept, all of it, and learning to do it is a process. And do I love everybody all the time, myself included? Hell no. I can be quite hard on myself and even abusive at times, and that's what we're learning not to do. You know? How long do you want to struggle? Somebody asked me recently. How long do you want to struggle? Oh, good question. You done punishing yourself yet? Oh, good question. So let's take a few deep breaths. If you want to pause a minute and just breathe, I'm going to read to you again. This book had these nice little single-page meditations at the end of each chapter, so I'm just reading one of those again. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Each one of us, myself included, experiences the richness and fullness of life in ways that are meaningful to us. I now look at the past with love and choose to learn from my old experiences. There is no right or wrong, no good or bad. The past is over and done. There is only the experience of this moment. I love myself for bringing myself through this past into this present moment. I love myself for bringing myself through the past into this present moment. I share what and who I am, for I know we are all one in spirit. All is well in my world. Thank you very much, Louise. Appreciate you so much, Louise Hay. Yeah, there she is. Here's her portrait. So, bless her little soul. It's very helpful information. She also has a very small book called You Can Heal Your Body. The mental causes for physical illness and the metaphysical way to overcome them. It's basically the list that was shared at the end of that chapter. Maybe a little more information than that. She even goes into each particular vertebrae of the spine and the effects and da-da-da-da-da. So, thank you, Louise. I'll share my art when I complete it. I would love if you would share yours as well. What you got, Katie? Do you want to zoom for me? Oh, look at it. Nice. I like it a lot. Katie used a lot of different shapes and wrote other affirmations around the outside as well. It's beautiful. This would be nice to have in your space and to read and show Jaden. And That's Katie May. That's what she did today. And Katie had something she's going to read us, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just let you look at this while she reads.
Come closer.
If you want, because my mic's over here. I can hand you the mic. What about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I give you Katie.
I am reading from Prayers Honoring Voice by Pixie Lighthorse. This is honoring observation. Thank you for this day of watchfulness. Give me the perception to notice the changes taking place inside of me. Help me see them clearly reflected in my environment. Take me deep into the hermitage of my spirit to ponder the here and now and foresee the coming challenges. Purify my filters so I can understand my connection to all living things and my place in this universe. Align my attentions with the stars and all that lies beyond this form. Illuminate me now with the glow of contemplation. Let me study what I see on the ground long before I come to conclusions and longer before I speak. Bless me with an untroubled, uncrowded mind as I bring the whole picture into radical focus. As I witness the unfoldment of the world before me, help me consider everything at work. Swell my vision by showing me the critical moving parts in this constellation of life. Soften my brow. Help me hold my gaze. Allow me to glimpse the shape-shifting of evolution. Allow my meditations to produce the kind of stillness that spots the detection of movement. Calm my fears about what I see. Show me the light and the dark, the forward movement and the setbacks. Show me the oneness that lies beyond opposing ideas. Let me tune into all channels in order to derive refined insights and evaluations. When I am ready to communicate, let me be sure I will be heard by those who care to conference about such findings. Err me on the side of brevity and help me gather comrades who appreciate and can offer their clear deductions as well. Monitor my heartbeat, which echoes in time with earth. Beat a drum inside me that connects the soil to the skies. Help me pay attention to the signs of nature, so I may be an interpreter between she and the villages of people, asking that each other give one another in equal amounts.
That was lovely. Thank you. Very nice. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us. Share your art in the comments. Love you so much. I'll be updating on the page future plans. I think I'm going to take a little break before we move on to the next work. But yeah, we'll be seeing you. Take care of you. Love yourself more and more and more. You can only make what you can make. You can only make today great if you choose to. So, what are you going to make of it? What are you going to make of it? I love you. Peace out.